Hello, I'm Richard Vobes. I'm out on another walk, and this time I'm in Wales. It's not walks in England, it's a walk in Wales. I'm going to climb up Cadair Idris, the second tallest mountain in Wales, and with me is Georgie. Hello, George.
Hello.
Georgie's my daughter, I should point out, and she is my walking companion. Basically, that means she carries me if I flake out.
Yes.
Have you been here before?
I have not.
No.
I haven't really been in Wales before either, so this is the first of many.
So Cadair Idris is quite a tall mountain. I don't really know too many facts about it, and I'm not going to pretend to be a historian or a geographer or anything like that. This is purely a walk and an experience for the both of us.
Yes.
And you're coming along to share it. So firstly, I have been up part of it, but not all of it. And the first bit is quite a lot of steps. Are you good with steps?
We'll see. We'll see.
The hissing sound you can hear in the background is the water. There's been a little bit of rain recently, but not too much, and it cascades down the mountainside,
Right.
forming beautiful streams in places and waterfalls. And we kind of walk close to that, but not as close as we did when we were up at Ashes Hollow. And here, just to show you what we've got in store for us, is the beginning of the climb. I'll let you go ahead, George. These steps, I mean, without them it would be tricky because it's very sheer here, but they do go on for quite some time. So it's a good job I had a bit of a walk yesterday just to warm up the old limbs. Wait for me, George. I'm trailing behind. The view behind is clearing so that you get an idea of some of the valleys behind. We're a little bit higher up the steps now, and the water is now gushing down in rather beautiful and impressive waterfall. What do you think, George?
That's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Very noisy as well. Surprisingly noisy.
It is very noisy. Luckily, you've got your camera.
Yes.
And we're hoping to share some of those pictures within the video as well. You can see the people climbing up behind us, slowly, like Sherpas, making their way up with their backpacks and packed lunches and all that, up the side of the mountain. And that's what we're going to do now, George.
Yes. I'm guessing we're not even halfway.
We're not even.
No.
We haven't made first base yet. No. Onwards and upwards.
Yeah. Here we go.
Is that your water? Marvellous. You can see that this is a mecca for holidaymakers, and it's not surprising because it is very beautiful. Well, George?
Yes.
We're not near the top yet.
No, we're not,
but look at the stunning view. Look at that. The valley behind us. Rather remarkable, isn't it? Now, you recently went to the Isle of Skye.
I did indeed.
And the Isle of Skye is a bit like this?
Very similar. I did a hike. I wish for the life of me I could remember what it was called, but it was a very similar path to this.
Right.
Just all stones, all the way to the top.
And did it have little streams or?
No, it didn't. Not on that hike.
Right.
But the Isle of Skye was covered in locks.
Oh, of course. Well, at the top there is a small lake.
Okay, wow.
And it's sort of in a crater. It's not quite at the top. It's about, I suppose, 3/4 up, and then there's just that last bit.
Right.
When you're feeling knackered,
Yeah.
you just got to go the last bit.
Well,
And we've barely started.
Yeah, I was going to say that's where the picnic will happen.
And that's where the picnic will happen. Well, we can have the picnic at the lake because it's quite nice. I guess it depends what the weather's doing. We're having a bit of cloud, bit of sun, bit of cool air, bit of hot air. It's lovely. In the meantime, this little route up the first part seems to be never ending. The roar of the river, well, the stream gushing down is quite dramatic, and behind the scene opens up just that much wider. Let's stand up and have a look, George. There we go, look, you can see, sorry, I'll do it that way. You can see behind what we've got to climb.
We're going up there?
Up there, but round to the left.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll manage.
I hope so. Well, George.
Well, Dad.
It looks a bit foreboding up there, doesn't it?
It does.
It's pretty dark, and right at the top, the mist is sort of nestling or nudging or
Kissing.
That's a good word. Kissing the very top of what it looks like the top of a crater when you get there. We're very close to the lake. Well, I say we're close. It's a fair bit, but we can kind of see where it should be.
Were before.
Absolutely.
It's got a bit colder now as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, the
It's dropped a
temperature's
little bit.
definitely dropped, and so has the sun has disappeared. Ooh. And we've had a bit of the yellow brick road on the way up with what looked like very nice paves. Natural, I say natural, it's not natural, natural stone, but that's been laid out by volunteers, I think, to keep people on the path so they don't ruin the landscape. But now, as you can hear with the stream, we're just going back to the rough again. And there's some people coming who look like they're dressed for wet weather, which is a bit worrying because I've only got a shirt on, you've got a t-shirt.
Yes, we're not really prepared.
Still, we're getting closer, and that's the important thing. Hiya. I don't know if you can see down the sides of the mountain, but those white streaks are not somebody at the top letting loose tins of paint, white paint. That's water gushing down. Oh, it's a bit windy now, George.
It is.
Well, George, you thought we wouldn't reach it. You didn't think it was real. You thought it was mythological. But we're actually,
It was all a ruse.
when we get up to this ridge, I promise you, there is the lake. And this is as far as Harriet and I got the last time we came.
Oh, okay.
So, gentle listener, or rather gentle viewer, cast your eyes on the lake atop Cadair Idris. And I dare say people go in for a swim there.
I reckon people would.
You know, in the height of summer, although it is the height of summer, it's a bit chillier up here than when we started. a cold breeze hitting us, but what a welcome sight, George.
Gorgeous, absolutely stunning.
We can get right down to the... It's a shame that it's just the sun is trying its hardest to poke out, because it would be a lovely place to sit and munch a sandwich.
Yes. Do you have any idea how deep it is? Or is this something...
I think I read that people, legend has it, it's a bottomless pit.
Oh.
It's a bottomless pond or lake or whatever. The journey is slow and in places arduous, but most definitely worth it. Georgie and I, down at the lake, have just had our sandwiches, and we're staggering now up to get to the top of the sort of cratery bit that goes around Cadair Idris, and the lake is behind us. I don't know if you can see down there the lake we were, and just traversing across, wasn't on the path, on the spongy, mossy, grassy, covered, bouldery thing. It was just most peculiar.
Yes, it was the hardest part we've done, I think.
It was definitely the hardest part. And now, beyond is this little path that takes us to the top, but it seems more like mountaineering than I've done before.
I think having a break makes it a lot harder. It gives your muscles time to rest, doesn't it?
Yes.
And then...
Just the thought of it now. But there is blue sky ahead, so we're going to go and warm up there. Well, George, we're here. We've made it.
Yes,
We've made it to the top of Cadair Idris, and although there's a slightly higher bit behind us, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. We haven't got a map. Normally I'd have an OS map with me, and we've not seen anybody go down. Oh, I think maybe there's some people going down behind us. It's so lovely to be up here. The sun on our faces, the view just stretching for miles. And I'm imagining that must be south that we're looking. We're looking south. West is to my right, east to my left, and it's absolutely amazing. Well done, George.
Thank you, well done to you. Yeah, it's breathtaking up here.
Oh dear. Well, this is bonus footage, ladies and gentlemen. Bonus footage. We're we decided to go even higher because we could see that the crest of the hill, of the mountain, went round a bit. And I'm just holding the camera now, as you can probably see. But down there is the pond, the lake, and over here is the rest of the world. So, yes, but there's still more to go.
Yes, nearly at the peak.
So we're nearly at the peak, so we're going to go a bit further. Georgie.
Yes.
Behind us up there is the peak, the actual peak. We misinformed you earlier because we thought we were there. And we have this last little bit up to a trig point. So Georgie.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Done.
It was a good hour and a half ago that we thought we'd reached the peak. We got the first view, and then we've taken a much longer trip to get up to it. So this is it. Look at that for a view. I mean, it's stunning. Down there in the far distance is a beach.
Do you have any idea what that could be?
Oh, that's the cafe. No, I did read. That's the the building that was built, somebody built that and slept in it.
Oh.
This is definitely the peak.
Right.
And
Only a few more steps now.
yes, I'm following, catching my breath. The rarefied air is rather a lot. Altitude sickness is catching up now as Georgie's managed to make it. Georgie's at the peak and I'm struggling to climb the last bit. There she is. Oh my goodness, look at you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have made it to the peak of Cadair Idris. This is the first mountain I've ever climbed fully to the top. It hopefully won't be the last. We saw a chap who must have been in his 70s who's on his way. He very kindly offered us a biscuit about an hour or so ago, and that biscuit has sustained us to get to this top. So there we are. Now all we've got to do is get down again. It's taken 4 hours.
4 hours with a lunch stop.
4 hours with a lunch stop. It's all downhill. We should do it in 2.
Yeah.
So don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up and all the usual nonsense, and hopefully if I'm in one piece I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Thank you, George.